So today we're here with
Caleb Zurliene,
Caleb. What high school do you attend?
Modern Day High School in Breese.
When will you be graduating?
This year, 2020.
So in the fall of 2020, you will be attending what school to play basketball?
Purdue University, Northwest.
What made you decide that school?
The school is a big family. I mean, from the time they began to recruit me, they made me feel like a priority, and just from day one they've been there. They believed in me. They gave me a chance. On my visit, I actually got to kind of see how that they really embody that and stay with the guys in the dorms, and Coach Boom and Noel. They really just treat me like family, and like I'm already a part of the team.
When did you decide on your decision?
September 9th of last year.
Wow.
It was pretty early, yeah.
What will you be majoring in?
I haven't finalized anything yet, but I'm probably finance.
What other schools were looking at you?
A lot of different schools from Carbondale, like SIU Carbondale, SIU Edwardsville, Drake, North Dakota, Utah State, Davenport, Bryant Stratton, UMSL, SEMO.
Wow.
Lots of different schools.
So what made you decide Purdue Northwest over Carbondale and all those other big schools?
Just nowhere else I could see myself being what I really wanted in a school and in a team and coaches.
Who are your biggest supporters and role models?
Definitely my mom and my dad. I mean, they sacrificed a lot for me to be where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely my sister, from just doing the little things, helping me around the house so I can get to that extra workout. Or my grandparents, they almost come to every game, travel with us in the summer. And
What's gonna be the biggest challenge for you going into the college level?
biggest challenge is probably going to be strength. I'm not the biggest physically, so I'm trying to work on that right now. Being far from home, it's like 4.5 hours from here, so that's going to be a little different. Yeah, just missing friends and family, and that's probably going to be the biggest challenge for me.
What's your favorite high school memory from your freshman to senior year?
Definitely winning super sectionals this year at Carbondale. I've dreamed of it from a little kid, just being able to finally say we're going to go to state. We haven't done that very often at Modern Day, but it's going to be with me forever.
I know it was unfortunate after what happened when you guys won Super Sectional and then the state finals got wiped away.
Mm-hmm.
But talk about some of the players you have played or have had the pleasure to play against in high school.
I played against a lot of different people from AAU circuits to high school, like school ball. I played against Armand Franklin. He goes to Indiana right now. Terrence Hargrove from East St. Louis is a SLU. I visited Carbondale and I played against their guys. Marcus Domask in particular, he's a stud. Played against the Porter brothers this year at the Highland Shootout. And I played AAU against Bryce Thompson. He's going to Kansas. So
What was it like playing against Terrence Hargrove?
He's really long and lengthy. He's definitely a monster. Hopefully he gets some more playing time next year and you see him really go off for who he really is. He's crazy athletic and great dude too.
He's tearing it up at SLU.
Yeah.
What has your coach Shadig done to make you the player you are today?
Honestly, it was just a good role model for me. It's given me a lot of memories I'm gonna experience and remember for my whole life. He's believed in me. Before this year, he basically told me that it's my team, me and Jake's team. We're gonna do our best to get where we are, and he just put his whole trust in us and believed in us.
He's a really good guy too.
He is.
List any of your favorite games you were a part of in high school.
Definitely. So, my first year in varsity was sophomore year. My favorite from that year was probably the Briarcrest game at the Modern Day Holiday Tournament. I think it went to like 4 overtimes. I didn't get in, but it was great, really good game, good experience. Junior year was probably the Central game, the regional game last year. I hit a buzzer beater to play East St. Louis on that Friday. Definitely the Alt Marquette and T-Town games this year. Those
So
were
you were
fun.
telling me before the interview, you were just telling me about T-Town, like that was one of the best games you've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
You were flying high for some slam dunks, that kid, man. My gosh, you were flying.
Yeah, I try. Anything I can do, but yeah, T-Town game, Alt Marquette game to go to Supers, at Shelbyville. And then the Nashville game to win the holiday tournament this year. That was a really big game for us. Nashville, my high school career, we've always been back and forth with the wins and losses, and this year we lost to them once, won once, but we won our tournament, so couldn't make it up any better.
How tall are you?
6'6".
You're exactly 6'6".
Yes.
Is your family tall?
Yes. My dad is 6'2". My mom's dad is 6'8", so that's where I usually get my height. Or I've been told I get my height from.
And you have a tall family.
Yeah, so.
How many dunks did you have this past year?
I couldn't remember all of them, but I'm going to guess probably somewhat won a game or close to that, so probably 30 or 35.
Out of all the dunks that you had, which one was your favorite?
Definitely the one that Napo threw to me at the oop at Shelbyville versus was it T-Town or?
It was Alt Marquette. I saw that video. I don't think I've ever seen a 6'6" kid in high school in 2A jump as high as you did. That was incredible.
That's the connection that me and Napo got.
So I want to talk a little about, you were hurt your junior year. Describe being hurt your junior year to your senior year. You were a huge playmaker this year. Talk about that.
Well, last year I went down during the Granite City game at the Nashville tournament. I broke my 5th metatarsal on my left foot. So I was out 2.5 months, I think. And I came back for the Central Regional game, but my dad told me that night that I couldn't be sorry for myself or feel down for myself. I just gotta grind through and do everything I can, get stronger during that time. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I did. I worked through it, and everyone around me helped support me, and just get back to where I am this year, able to lead the team and be a good leader for them.
Kind of talking a little about I want to talk about the Santa game a little bit. Obviously that was postponed until the next day with the snow, but what did that game mean to you? Overtime, and you guys were down, you come back and win with Jacob Dust and all those guys on St. Anthony. What did that game mean to you to win a game like that?
That was honestly probably one of the first games that we really showed that we're a strong team. I mean, we came back and really showed that we can just play lockdown defense and whatever we set our minds to, basically. Obviously, it's a hard place to play. They got a great crowd, great coach, and all those guys. I played with Caden and Jacob in AAU for a few years. They're a great team, and it was just the first stepping stone that we really needed to elevate our game.
Since you're going into college, is there any advice you'd like to give to a young kid who wants to play college ball?
Yes, don't take anything for granted. With all this coronavirus stuff going on, our season being ended, it really made me realize that nothing is given. You gotta earn it, and that everything that you do is you gotta do it with a purpose, and just give everything you have till you can't anymore.
Caleb, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Not really. Just I got a great family. Love them. Great supporters. And thank God for where I am today.
Caleb, I appreciate your time. Good luck at Purdue Northwest. I can't wait to hear about you. And thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for coming down.